What's up, guys? Okay, so Marvel today unveiled their plans for their big Marvel Legacy event, initiative, whatever you want to call it. But there's one caveat. I'm looking online and it seems like a lot of fans out there have no clue as to what the hell this thing is. They are confused. Especially people in comment sections, they're going, is this an event? Is this an initiative? Is this kind of like DC Rebirth, what they did last year? Well, today I'm hopefully going to clear some things up. Let's dive into this. First things first, is this an event? No, this is not an event, guys. I'm making that very clear here. This is a line-wide initiative, and this is coming out of Joe Quesada's mouth. Joe Quesada, of course, being the Chief Creative Officer of Marvel, so he's one of the high-ups there. An initiative and an event are completely different things. An initiative is kind of like a kudo and a direction for the company to take over the next year, the next 5 years, things like that. Take DC Rebirth, for example. Last year, they launched their DC Rebirth initiative, which basically means that every single book is going to follow a certain tone. They're going to go back to basics. They're embracing their past. They're enjoying their legacy. They're embracing that stuff. They're back to having more fun and a bit more lighthearted comics. Marvel is kind of going that same route. Marvel's Chief Creative Officer Joe Quesada described the intent of Marvel Legacy, focusing on embracing the iconic aspects of these characters. The Marvel Legacy initiative is a celebration of everything that makes Marvel the best in fiction, and it's a signifier of a new era of Marvel Comics, says Quesada. It's a loving look at the heart of Marvel as we embrace our roots and move enthusiastically forward with all the Marvel characters you know and love, starring in the biggest, boldest, best Marvel stories, all of which kicks off with the giant Marvel Legacy special. If this sounds in any way, shape, or form familiar, that's because DC kind of did something similar last year. DC introduced the DC Rebirth initiative by using a one-shot issue that was extra sized to kind of catch everybody up to speed and let them know this is what DC Rebirth is. It's a going back to basics initiative, and that seems to be what Marvel is kind of going for here, but with a bit of a twist that we're going to get into. The twist comes in the form that Marvel has been releasing animated GIFs online all day of their Marvel Legacy covers. Now, no writers have been announced, but a few artists have been named. The thing about these covers is that they are kind of paying homage to classic Marvel covers, only using new, fresher artists and new, fresher characters in the place of older ones. For those of you that are hoping that we're going to go back to pre-Marvel now, where Thor wasn't a female and Miles Morales wasn't a thing and Kamala Khan wasn't a thing, well, that's definitely not happening, guys. I hate to break it to you, but a lot of these characters are here to stay, and I've just learned to embrace it, and I really grew to love some of these characters. One such example is that we are for sure not getting rid of Amadeus Cho Hulk. That is definitely a certainty that is going to happen. In fact, he is on the cover of the redone cover for Planet Hulk. So, because of the movie that's coming out pretty soon, expect a new Planet Hulk starring Amadeus Cho without Bruce Banner. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, guys, to be completely honest, it really doesn't affect me in the slightest. I'm reading the least amount of Marvel that I've ever been reading. But, you know, if they bring in a few cool creative teams and a few cool writers into the Marvel bullpen, Lord knows that they need them right now, then I'll jump right back in. I mean, Marvel is a company that I love dear to my heart. I was a Marvel kid growing up, and to see the state that they are in right now, to see that they have been dipping in sales lately, it kind of does break my heart. I would love to come back and I would love to read a whole bunch of these books. That being said, this also seems like it's another Marvel now. This also seems like it's just Marvel's going to put out a whole bunch of #1s, and then we're going to reboot a few weeks later or a few months later. Some of these books we know they're not going to sell, so in 5 issues we'll just cancel them and then we'll relaunch another Gwenpool or another Guardians of the Galaxy or something along those lines. With that said, I hope this kind of helps clear things up a little bit for you guys. I know there was a bit of confusion and Marvel really didn't handle the press release for this in the best way possible. There were a lot of fans that didn't know what the hell was going on. So with that said, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. It's going to be found in the description. And if you like this content and you want to support more, Patreon is found down below. Love you. Have a great week. Bye.